We're good.
Good evening. Welcome to this week's episode of the Adventures of the Red Bay Guild. As we left off, our adventurers had explored the monastery island, discovered some interesting things in the sanctum, some elvish runes, ancient elvish runes, directing the way to open a couple of things. One, you figured out that you needed to manipulate the astrolabe table in the tower, which revealed a key, which then took into the mausoleum beneath the island.
Forgive me.
It's okay. Discovering there are several tombs.
Big noises.
So discovering there are several tombs and looting the first couple, entering the second part of the chamber, and after you walked into the circle in the middle, the lights lit up, an audio recording played, which awakened a construct, an immense 8-foot tall, what appeared to be a suit of armor you hadn't noticed upon entering the room. It came to life and began to descend the steps. That's where we begin. Roll initiative.
Hey.
Woo!
21.
Ooh, 20.
And of course, this also was the room where you encountered many of all those phase steel pillars, thin stalactite-like phase steel pillars that ran from floor to ceiling.
This is starting out great. I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess it's a 4 with my initiative bonus.
Right.
But I thought I'd point out it was a 1.
I think Laura should be able to do something with those pillars and make like a big web. Face steel web.
Sentinel will go first then.
You know exactly the extent of my powers. And they're not that great.
Alright, who is next in our initiative roll?
I had a 21.
21. That is the same as the roll as the Sentinel. Let's reload.
What did you have, Carrie?
Oh, do you want to go off of who has the higher dex?
Well,
that's including his dex.
I know, but like I have a +3 to dex.
And he's got he's also got a +3.
Alright, so let's re-roll it.
Alright.
what did you get, Carrie?
I got 20.
16.
You got 18 this time.
Based on my die. Is that plus his dex?
Plus his dex.
Oh, then I would be
You're above him then.
19.
Alright, you go first. Beer. No, Carrie, what was your roll?
20.
Okay, 20. You go with Dio first, and you go second. Right. Alright.
What is a natural 1?
Glorious.
So the Sentinel descends. I wish I had a want like a cool Ben mini of him, but I don't have that.
There's a nickel on the table.
Look at that. That's the bad guy.
He is represented by this cool.
Oh, also I have the Star Wars Edge of the Empire tokens if you want to use this token.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
They're upstairs.
That's fine with me.
Okay. So that wasn't recording.
That's okay.
It was just a bit. I mean, we haven't done anything to him since you came back.
You roll a 12 on an opportunity attack, so
Misses.
yep. You feel the rush of the flail passing inches behind your back as you turn and head toward the pillar. And that's going to be this pillar is the closest one. Do you have any movement left? How much was your movement left?
I have 45 feet of movement.
Oh yeah, you get up right up on this pillar here. You get straight up to it.
And then I'm just gonna burn my bonus because I don't have anything else to do. You could just say, I think there's something with the pillars.
Good. You guys get the meaning of this, basically. Yeah.
Okay, so What I want to do is turn tail and run towards this pillar and hit it with my
You can do that.
But, your rage ends early if you're knocked unconscious or you haven't attacked a hostile creature.
Or weren't attacked.
Or we're not, or we're in detect. So your rage has technically ended.
Oh, alright.
But she was attacked.
Oh yeah, you were. Never mind.
Within the last
So,
round.
That's right, yeah.
but if I run to the pillar
And attack.
You still have,
it, will I still be in a rage?
yeah. I'll say yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You head up to the pillar and
I'm gonna run and hit it with all
he will take an opportunity attack.
Oh, yeah.
That's
He already used his reaction to attack me.
correct. Thank you for help keeping money up on rules. And take attack.
A 20.
Nice.
With that shot.
Good job with you.
Though her AC is way higher, I should have let him. There you go.
11.
You hit this thing with your axe and cleave it absolutely in two, and it almost shatters. As it comes out, and then the metal comes crashing down. Rules, real quick.
Yeah.
Can you attack, move, and attack again? She's got movement left.
Did she attack once?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can break up your movement as however you want.
Then you can break up your movement because you took 20, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet up there. How much is your movement? 35?
35, yeah.
Yeah, so you cannot get quite all the way to another pillar. But you can move.
Throw something.
You can throw something now.
You can't do another action.
If you've got something to throw, I don't know. If you do, we're not pretty sure you do still. Or you can throw your axe.
You could, with your bonus, pick something up and then use your final attack to throw it.
Yeah, that's true.
I still have a javelin.
You can't do anything that's like, you can't do an attack action and a movement action. You have to take, your action is 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only get 1 action, but yours is 2 attacks.
I'm going to attempt to throw my javelin at the other pillar, the one in the corner.
You hit the javelin across your back, you take out, exchange with the axe real quick, and roll a attack.
A 17.
Hit. Damage.
And 6.
6 destroys it. With your javelin, it arcs over the last few feet to the second one. It hits on this whole flat spot of it, completely true. And again, it bursts, and you see faint arcs of yellow energy from it over to the sentinel. And does that complete your turn? I believe that's Sentinel's turn. It's going to attempt, it's going to move up to there and attempt to cast Chaos Bolt at you. First of all, it is a 12 to hit. That hit me.
If that's ranged, then you've got plus, is he on half or 3/4 cover on that whole pillar?
But he moved, so am I still covered? Anyway.
He moved up. Since you're actively kind of covering with the pillar, I would give you half cover. Okay.
Which he already missed.
So he missed the attack. You see him with the open hand, summon and try to cast, and you see fire damage. Fire just come out of his hand, and it erupts around the pillar, but you duck out of the way.
You know what you're doing.
I can do that too. It's strange. It emits no sound whatsoever with its mouth. It's almost disconcertingly silent. It doesn't grunt or make any noise whatsoever when it moves or attacks or anything. Back to Worth's turn.
So there's a pillar behind me, yes? Is that what that is, or is that a different thing?
Is it yellow? Yes, you are right now adjacent to a phase steel pillar.
I turn around and hack at it with my sword. It's a 10.
Hits.
Yay!
Just hits.
Thank goodness.
Whiffed it.
4 damage.
You had to slice through it, but it doesn't shatter as you saw the other ones do.
Oh my goodness, that was...
I'm writing 7 3/4 for this. For this one.
There are 5 good ones. And it's so
I got a 1 on that die.
I got a 6 with
My
the
bonus is
javelin
4.
when I hit it, so, or I destroyed it.
What back to you?
Alright, so how many pillars are over by me?
You have 1, 2, 3 within on your side of the room.
On my side of the room?
One there, one there, one there.
Okay. How many to the farthest to my left? How many feet of movement?
5, 10. I'll say 15.
15. I'll take my 15 to hit there. That leaves me 30. Take my first attack on it. That'll put me at 19. Shafted Shard Keeper is going to be just a couple of damage.
So with your staff, you take it and just carve right through it, and this one shatters as well.
Let's do the other one.
The middle one?
Yep.
The middle one, so you did start next to the middle one. Was that the one you took your attack on? I'm sorry.
I took my, I was doing it in a line.
Oh,
Yeah, you
To
have
that
over
one.
there and destroyed it.
And then run to the
15.
one in the middle.
You can get back to there with 10 feet of movement.
Okay, that leaves me with 20 feet of movement. My second attack is a natural 1.
This time you try to whirl and hit with the staff again, and this time you miss it.
And I'm just gonna punch.
Okay.
Just a regular old hand punch. That's a 3, which takes me up to 9.
9 hits.
9 hits?
That's exactly hits.
Alright. That's a d6 for the damage now. Since I woke up a little while. 4 hit points, 4 points of damage.
Okay, first, after missing with the first one, you with the spiked gauntlet.
5 points of damage.
5 points, and you punch right through it, shattering beneath the spiked gauntlet of your fist. And the shards clattering to the ground.
And I'll use my 20 feet of remaining movement to get to the last one.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. You are just shy of it.
Fine, good enough. That'll be my turn.
Okay. You're right.
How far away is the one that Wallace is?
It's holding on with 1 hit.
You can get there with 30 feet.
Okay, I will do that, and then I'm gonna swing my axe at it.
She was up right next to you when you see this flurry of dwarf and axe just flying in.
This one? She
No,
destroyed- she destroyed one, you destroyed
that's the
first.
one I hit with the javelin.
Okay.
A 7 for my first one.
Doesn't hit.
And a 25 for my second one.
So yeah, if you see the dwarf, this ball of dwarf just flying and first miss, but then move that side and hit, and you roll
I had 11 damage.
and just slice it right through it.
I say, could have done it.
Well, that was the closest one to me, so
Does that end your turn?
yeah.
Okay. It is the Sentinel's turn. He, seeing that his defense system is going down, is going to attempt to get retribution. Of course he is.
You guys are so clumped. You're so screwed.
Says the man all alone by himself.
He's gonna do some aerial attack thing. Maybe.
He's not. He's gonna go. He will go right there and cast Thunder Wave.
No.
So both of you, Constitution saving throw? That's awful.
That was a 3.
No save.
Yeah.
No save.
18.
18 saves. So Mulan, you sense this before it almost even leaves his hand. You get your shield up and the thunder, the force of the shock of the thunder just kind of, you stay it out. And you take 7 thunder damage.
Yay!
As this rocks you again like to your core. And then his turn.
That's
Back to you. No, sorry, it's not you. Well, it is.
I will start running towards the other room. So from here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25? Or
Back to the bottom of the staircase.
okay. But then so that 30?
30. And then you can shoot it.
I will shoot it.
Yep. Take a crossbow shot at it and natural 1, baby. you like aim it, but you aim it high, and that little bit of stone that's holding to the ceiling, it bounces off and clank, clank, clank off to the side somewhere. Use turn.
So there's still one more in the room here?
Yeah, there's one more right away.
There's 6 in this room and 4 in the other, I'm guessing then?
Correct. You were only 5 feet away from that, so.
I'll move up, take an attack at it. 20...
You hit.
It doesn't matter.
Just toss some damage at it.
Over 10 points of damage.
This one you just like run by it and drag the staff through and it shatters in your wake. So you still got a bunch of movement left.
Yeah, I do.
Just keep running.
So, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to use the rest of my movement to get to the next one in the next room.
And how much movement is that? 40?
I have 40 feet of movement left.
That 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You get to the bottom of the stairs.
Is it like up where I can't... What is the situation this? Because it sounded like it was up a ways.
Let's see.
Or is it...
It's the stairs go up, but it won't cost you extra movement for that.
Okay, and I'm still like a ways away from...
Yeah, about 10, 15 feet.
I take my dagger.
Okay.
The wing blade dagger. And I throw it.
Alright, attack, range attack.
19.
You hurl the dagger true, roll some damage.
Whoops, is that the right? Nope, that's the wrong dice to roll. It's a D4. 5 points of damage.
You just get enough damage on it, and over and goes the wing blade dagger, and it gets straight through it. Sharp metal fall to the ground.
And then I'm going to use Step of the Wind.
Alright, and that does...
Gives me another 45 feet of movement.
No way! Does it for real? That's awesome.
It's a key point. And I'm going to use the rest of my movement to run towards the last one, hopefully scooping up my dagger.
25, 30, yeah, you can get your dagger, it fell like right off there. You scoop it up, and you get a 35 to get up to that pillar.
Okay, and then I'm going to take one single fist punch.
Okay.
Punch it. 17.
7 hits.
7 points of damage.
So you infuse with all the strength that you can muster to get all the way across the room, scoop the dagger up, and with a flying, the spiked gauntlet goes straight through it. Cast shards of metal about.
And then I still have 10 feet of movement?
Yes.
Mine was 10 feet.
10. Puts you right there. Behind that door. He destroyed that one with his knife.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was with the knife. So you ended up with all 3 of those pillars killed this round. You guys just see this blur of fog now come around the corner and just laying into these other 2 pillars.
I've realized that I am just so good because in a single round, I rolled like 50 dice.
No one is you.
By chance that I roll well. Statistics.
So 35 feet would get me like to the stairs or
Roll a natural one, yeah. 15, 20, about 30, 35, get you right up to the top of the stairs. But he is kind of between you and the stairs,
Yeah,
is the thing.
okay. Well, I'm gonna run up and attack him because there's not really anything else to do
Yeah, he's straight
at the
up,
moment.
he's head straight up to him.
Does a 24 hit?
Sure does.
Am I still in the rage or not? I don't remember.
You hit the pillar last turn, so you are.
Okay.
That counts as an enemy for the purposes of rage. 9?
And then my second hit. No, that's not. A 25
25 also hits.
and 7 points of damage. And then my third hit is a 18.
That one doesn't hit.
Okay. I hit him a couple times.
It is the simplest turn.
I'm gonna get it now.
He's going to take 2 attacks at you. Use it to flow to come down. First is 12.
No.
That doesn't hit. You take it with your shield and just slam it away as it comes toward you. The first attack, and the second one is a 24.
Ooh.
And with that one you take... you take 20 bludgeoning damage, so down to 10. It's spicy damage.
That makes me angry.
Is that your turn? No, that's his
That was your turn.
I'm done with. Alright, well, you can do it, I believe in you.
Well, that makes one of us.
I believe in you.
One there before.
Nope. What's up? Go over there.
I had 6 in my last 2 turns.
5, 10, 15, and I will hit it. Alright. With the pokey thing. No, that is all over. Let's try that. Hey, guess what that is? Oh my god! I told you, didn't I?
The dice gods give it and the dice gods take it away.
Usually I take it from what
Well, put that in the jail there, buddy.
And in last encounter, you did like 50 fire damage to the wyvern, so...
Yeah, but I only got one roll. Like most other things are ones, you know.
This one you go for like this stab and it just quietly just like glances off of it.
Okay.
What, back to you. What are you going to do?
There's 2 pillars remaining.
2 pillars remaining. How many you got? 45?
I have 45, but here's what I want to do. I want to get in the middle of the room where the carpet is.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25 to get there.
I'm going to draw my short bow
Okay.
and just attack both of them with an arrow.
Okay.
First one is a... +6 to hit, so that'll bring me up to 13.
Okay, 13 hits.
I'm sorry.
The quick switch to the short bow.
And a 14 to hit on the other one.
Okay, give me damage on both of them.
6 plus 3, so the first one is going to be 5 points of damage. The second one is going to be 8 points of damage.
First one, 2 shots in succession, and both of them just straight shatter right through the pillars.
Why did we even come?
And at that, you hear a strange, like a rending noise, and you're the only one that sees this. But right in front of you, he almost seems to like crumple in on himself, just slightly, and like the sense of power goes out. that strange essence energy is suddenly gone. I mean, physically, some of the metal just cracks in places, caves in others, and he... This time you hear him emit a sound. And that is, that's on Buse's turn.
Yeah, I might go on this.
Oh yeah, you gonna do anything with it?
How many feet of movement do they use?
That's up 25.
I'll move as close as I can using the extra 20 feet that I have.
40, okay, so you get up to there.
Yeah, and that's it.
Alright, it is your win.
That's all I can do.
I'm gonna swing my axe at its chest.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah, holy man. Alright, roll some damage. Okay, second attack.
That was a nat 1.
That one doesn't hit at all. Yeah, so you go with the swap through the air with the second one completely whiffing and like almost stumbling from the inertia of your strike going wide.
And then my third one was an 11.
An 11 was that. So Sentinel's turn. He's gonna take strikes at you. 2 on him. That one's an 20. Okay.
Copycat.
He did 15 in one strike. This is gonna hurt.
You take 16 points. Oh, that's base. I forgot to double it. 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is that half for...
Oh, no, that's right. So 16. Yeah, I double it just to not double it again.
It's nice to know whether one of the squishier ones we're doing anything up here and what we're going to be taking.
That is his turn with the... Wait, did he take 2 attacks or 1? I'm sorry. That was only 1 attack, I'm sorry.
That was 2!
That was 2, and the second one is a 17 to hit.
I did 2.
And with this, this time you take 19 points, half is
9?
9 points of bludgeoning. What are you down to?
I'm down to 17.
Okay. What? It's you, buddy.
Yeah! Well, that's worth, I will, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
30, 35. You can get up to him.
Okay.
Next to Mirwin and flanked, so you get sneak damage and advantage.
Cool.
Come.
Here goes his natural 20.
No, I rolled a 17, so it's a 23.
That hits.
I have a feeling his AC went down.
Yeah.
You can roll with the advantage anyways, just in case, see if you get a nat 20.
I thought it was a 3.
Okay.
Alright then, that was 8 damage plus the sneak.
Well, that's a lot of dice now.
Sneaky, sneak, sneak.
I hear a lot of dice clattering over there.
9. So pretty low rolls, but so 9 plus 8 is what? 17.
Yeah, 17 points of slashing damage on him. You feel your blade get more purchase on him than before, and you get stabbed straight through one of the cracks that rips in his armor that opened up, and you pull it back out, and there's you sense like it's not blood, but it's this strange black liquid.
Oil.
Thicker.
far.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I would like to get up to them. And then I'd like to hit them.
You remember that.
What's your time?
20, 25. It would take 40 feet of movement to get up to him, so.
Sure.
There you go. Alright, you guys converge on him here.
Now it is time for you to fall to our knees. That is going to be a 15 to hit. 16 to hit.
A 16 hits.
No, wait. 15 to hit.
15 is not quite hit. So the first one, just a glancing blow on the first one.
Okay, so get go down.
It'll go down.
Second one is worse, does not hit. And then I will take one just punch at him,
Okay.
which is going to be a 18.
18 hits.
That will be 9 points of damage and stunning strike.
Okay, so you feel the gauntlet goes in, and you pull it back and it leaves 4 holes where each of the spikes went in and out.
I need him to make a Constitution save of 15.
14. Just saves it. You do 9 damage. Is that in your turn?
Yeah,
You open?
that's it.
It's back to you.
I'm gonna swing my axe at his big dumb head.
Alrighty.
11.
11 doesn't hit.
How about an 8?
Not that one either.
Oh, this is horrible. A 10.
So you get a tempest flurry of axe blows, but he just beats them with his hand and with the hilt of the flail, just beats them back. It's his turn. He's going to cast Thunder Wave at 4th level.
That sounds bad. I think I'm about to die.
I need you guys all to make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Wait, 18. When you again used to this thunder now, you're getting this sense of how to defend it, and you put down the shield as you sense he's about to do this, and you're not pushed, and it doesn't affect you as much. You take half of the damage. I just say roll damage then, and you guys. That's a lot of dice.
He's gonna suck.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Screw you, cruel world. 36 points of thunder damage, and you take half that. Figure out what that is for English.
That's 18, which is one more point than I have.
You were pushed. 15. You were pushed back up the stairs. It's funny because I had 35 hit points left. Who is down? Huh? Who's down? You were both down. Okay.
That was 36 hit points?
And so what you feel this, and it actually so with so much force that it puts you up the stairs, and you get a nasty crack on the head, and everything just goes dark. And you're fine. You're also
I'm also down.
That's right. Yeah, you don't get pushed, but this feeling of the thunder just shakes you hard enough that you fall over and pass out.
It's a good thing that I
And
successful con save.
you're pushed back and tumble to the ground and just get to your feet, just barely. number of points on that from you?
9.
Okay.
I'm about to fix that, pal.
Okay, very good.
By losing them all?
What's that?
I said you're gonna fix it by losing them?
Boy, let's make a death saving throw.
I'm kidding.
I'm good.
Here. How do I do a death saving throw?
You roll a d20. If you roll above 10, you are 5. If you roll below 10, you are you have 1 strike against you. 3 strikes on 3 successes, you pop back up. 3 fails, your character is dead.
And if you roll a 20, you pop up immediately with 1 hit point.
Can you do physical dice?
Sure, why not? Don't leave a death saving throw to the computer. Even though the one time I did use that, it still gave me that one. 19!
Alright, you successfully pass your death save, your first death save. And it's not near, it is during this round, so near when you also make a death save.
On your turn.
Is it on your turn?
On your turn.
Okay, so you don't make one yet then.
Okay.
So okay, Warren, you took 1, you're down, back to you.
Firstly, wholeness of body. I regained 21 hit points,
Oh, nice.
bringing me back to 30. And then I'm going to remove the smoke bomb from my pouch and throw it at him.
Okay.
Attempting to obscure the area. And then I'm going to make my way to
Make a dex check.
18.
Yeah, you get it with a perfect placement right at his feet, just and this thick smoke fills. What is the area on that?
You give me one, buddy. Don't have one written down.
So I'll just say 25 feet. This whole area just fills with this thick smoke.
And then I would like to move to Wharf.
Okay. You have all your movement, so
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet you can get up to him.
Can't do anything, but
Okay.
I'm up to him. Because Tearful Nightshade is an action to administer someone.
Okay.
Unless I can root around in his bag as a bonus action and pull out some of his Tearful Nightshade.
Sure.
As my bonus action.
Sure.
Would that be investigation?
Yes. Yes, it would be. I like that. I like that.
7.
Yeah, you get, like, in the time you have, you just rough rifle around through all the weird trinkets and collects, and just a lot of weird stuff in there. And
They still go.
you don't find it in those first few seconds you have.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
Rowan, death saving throw.
15.
Alright, you pass your first saving throw, your internal constitution. You do not pass into the void so easily yet.
Do not slip quietly. Go quietly to that good night.
It is the sentinel.
Does he know where anybody's at?
Let's hope not.
He's disoriented by the smoke. He's going to,
I think technically
to this.
I think technically when cases of like this, if you want to strike at somebody, it would be disadvantage.
So you got, he saw him fall, and he's going to just flail wildly about with his flail, and that's all he's going to be able to do right now. So with his first attack, it's going to be taking an attack you with disadvantage. That's a 9.
Misses!
He casts it out in the dark and crash! As the flail strikes off against the wall. And then his second attack, and once again, that's a 14.
Misses again!
Yeah, just is just blinded by the smoke, unable to see. He casts about and misses you all together. But with the there is you guys hear this fail striking against stone. That ends his turn. Let's get saving throw, please.
Hey, guess what that was?
Is that my turn?
That was an echo 1.
How?
Is that 5 now?
Yes,
Hold on.
what doesn't that one do when you're throwing death saving throws?
I think it kills me. This kills the ward.
No.
It'll kill you.
No, there's no just like...
Not instant death.
That one, I'm certain that a death saving throw of a natural 1 does not do anything.
Is it just a failure?
Because it's not like
If you roll a 1 on a d20, it counts as 2 failures.
Yeah.
So you have succeeded on 1, failed on 2.
Okay.
Right now, what's that mean for him?
Yeah, he has 1 success and 2 fails.
Yeah.
He can't roll another fail, he has to roll 2 saves.
Gotcha, okay.
Two successes.
2 successes, okay. It's you.
I take one of my...
It's you, baby. It's all up to you.
I take one of my tearful nightshades,
Okay.
and I smack him on the cheek with it.
Well, if you're awake with a...
You heal... max healing. You heal 8 hit points. And then,
That was close. Very, very close.
and then I am going to duck into the smoke and attempt to find Mirwin. I know it's going to be a search since there's smoke.
Investigation with disadvantage.
Natural.
You pass by him, even though he does not take an attack of opportunity since you can't see him, and you end up behind him right here, since he can't see you.
But I did not get eyes on Mirwin.
No.
For my bonus, I'm going to use. No, I'm good. Love it.
Roll that saving throw.
A 2.
You have 1 fail. You have 1 success, 1 fail. Any idea how long the smoke lasts? How many does it say it ran in rounds?
Until we are
Victorious.
victorious.
Overall. Yeah. I want to find out. So let's see.
I'm Googling right now.
Okay.
Smoke bomb, 5D equipment. 20-foot radius. Thick fog cloud. It spreads around corners. Its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for 5 minutes or until a wind of moderate or greater speed.
That's a lot of rounds.
That is 50 rounds. Yeah.
So until we're victorious.
You just get a ton of smoke. There's no ventilation down here, so it just spreads, and it's completely obscured with him. And he is going to. All right, how does he?
I can breathe because I'm on the ground.
Yeah, you're right on the ground.
It's not that you can't breathe, and you can't see anyways.
He's going to do basically the same thing. He's going to attack.
Let's hope I don't start snoring.
1 or 2 is you. 3 or 4 is you. It's 4. He'll attack you with disadvantage.
I prefer it this way.
13.
13 misses.
Oh yes, so the first one, you feel a massive rumble as right to your left, he crashes this flow into the ground. And with the second attack, that's a not one. This one all over your head.
Stupid nerd.
He swings his flail and it swings, it comes back and hits himself in the head.
I've never seen anybody there with a nunchuck before.
I found this while I was moving.
What is that saving throw?
He's up.
I'm alive.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Please stand him up, because
Oh, yeah.
he's up with 8 hit
You're back up. So you reel up on the steps. And you're like, oh.
Just like that.
What do you do?
Can I see? Yeah, so I can't see him.
You are within the fog cloud. So if you want to make an investigation check with disadvantage first.
Sure. I will
If you want to do that to move up. See what you can find.
It was a 1.
No,
6 now.
Good thing you didn't have to do a death saving throw, otherwise you did.
I don't even with that.
Do you want to roll my dice?
It happens when I roll with this thing too.
I feel really bad.
Unless you can control the dice, you have no reason.
You should feel bad for giving us such a hard guide.
No, this is actually hasn't been that bad. This has been acceptable, I think.
There are 2 gods, and actually, then there's the dice god.
The god of chance.
That one giveth and he taketh away. And I have no
Mostly he taketh.
Mostly he taketh. So you get up. Do you move at all? You move to do the investigation check.
No, I was gonna try to shoot him, but I can't.
In that case, I would have you make a ranged attack with disadvantage.
That's a bad,
Yeah.
bad idea.
You don't know that.
Leave behind.
You don't know that. You have no idea what to do.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
We could both be standing right in front of him.
okay, why not? I'll do it.
And I will grant you sneak damage, even though you have disadvantage. I will grant you sneak if you hit because of you. You're right next to him.
Okay.
Ruin is technically adjacent to you.
Or because he's covered in smoke and the guy can't see him. So it would be sneaky.
So
Yeah, if it hits you, you'll also get sneak damage because there's no way I
I need to roll this time.
Right now.
He can't roll in that one. There's no way. That was a
13.
13 does not hit. That one flies off. You hear it clatter away in the distance somewhere.
Probably the best thing that could have happened there.
You again.
I'm going to search for Mirwin again.
Again, investigation.
Disadvantage?
Yes. He can't attack you because he can't see you.
Damn! 18 and natural 1.
Oh dang. Lots of that one there. So you search about blindly. You end up
My whole action is so
over here. It's one action.
You found the wall.
You end up over and feel up against the wall and like patting the ground and you can't see anyone.
I wish it wasn't a whole action because I haven't taken that shape for myself, but that's okay. Let's see, what else can I do? Then I'm just going to charge. If I can hear him, if he's like making noise, I'm just gonna charge straight in to the smoke.
Yeah, just make that. In that case, make a melee attack with disadvantage.
Oh, I'm not trying to melee.
Oh, okay.
I'm just, since my action's already done,
Just charging straight in.
just charging into the smoke, because I don't want to leave Mirwin in there alone.
Correct. So you get back basically to where you were before. You to dash out, do the patting and the search a bit, and sensing you've run out of time, you get right straight back to basically where you were.
I don't want to leave Mirwin alone there.
You're going to roll that saving throw.
Money.
Success. You got 2 successes
Yes.
and 1 failure?
Yes.
Okay. It is Sentinel's turn. He is going to... I have a thing in my mind he's going to do. But he's going to also do the investigation check to try and find and try and see where each of you is.
Where is you?
He failed.
Where's you at?
That's a 12. He fails. So he kind of wails his arm around, not exactly making an attack, but just attempting to make a location. And he's going to rush out of the cloud after that.
That's wrong.
That's View.
That's you. He's going to... So So he moves all the way out of the cloud and he is completely unaware of where any of you are. He can't see you guys. That's all he can do. Louder.
I rolled an investigation to find Mirwin, and it was a total of 21.
Ooh, you found her.
Laying on the floor.
You scramble around on the ground until you hit some dwarf.
Under rock, it must be Mirwin.
You feel this hard burgundy and then some hair, some long red hair, and you're like, that's her.
Okay.
So you can't tell it's red because of all the stuff.
For the nightshade.
That is an action. You used your action for the investigation. That was what I did with him. Do you have anything you can do with the bonus?
Nope. Let's see. For bonus action, I can cunning action. Well, see, maybe fast hands. You can use the bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a sleight of hand check to use your thieves' tool to disarm. Disarm, trap, open a lock, or take the use an object action.
Oh.
Does use an object count for?
It doesn't grant you an action, but here's what I can do for you. Is I will let you use your bonus action next turn to use into the Tearful Nightshade.
Okay.
Drinking.
Because I also with the use item, you grab it in hand and prepare it.
Okay.
Like with your time, you can get like almost.
Oh, okay, so then essentially the next turn I'll have two actions because I prepared the first action this time. I prepared my bonus action.
You did half of the action.
Basically, you did half of the action with use an object, and I'm allowing that right now for this case. You at the top. You heard him move away from you, and you could tell that he went past you in that direction.
I still don't know that Mirwin has been found, so I will search for Mirwin again.
Did you shout anything when you found out?
No, because I didn't want the thing to find me.
Okay.
I was thinking that, and that was Leo.
I was gonna.
Investigation 15.
You find them. You find yourself on the ground, and in the very limited space there, you can just make out the outlines of both of your teammates.
Okay.
Right there, and you are all three in this like pile.
This is going well, yeah.
Lovely indeed.
I did not respond because I'm still unconscious.
You got a thing to do a thing with?
Let's say we throw please.
I really just can't do anything with my bonus.
Don't you have two actions?
14!
You're up.
I have 2 attacks that take place in my actions. I don't
I'm
have 2
successful!
actions.
Yay! What does that?
You guys,
You are
Give me a-
stabilized at 1.
as you ducked next to Mirwin, like right as you both find her, you hear her go.
Yeah!
We're right now.
And now the sentinel knows where we are because I screamed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you scream? I won't make you do that.
No, I probably did.
You just get up by the next speech for characters.
Oh, can I use my movement to get the heck out?
Wait. I said it loud.
We're having fun with it this time. Yes.
I know it's after the fact. We were kind of having a chat, but if we're having a chat and you don't allow that, that's fine.
Go ahead.
I'm just worried about like fury coming out
You took just a second to have a chat, and you can read your movement.
that way.
That
Way as far as you allow me.
I'll say you get about. I'm good about that. You get about that far. Cool. Just at the edge of the falling cloud, you just break out of it, and you see him.
We started having a conversation of like he knows where we're at, and I'm like,
You book it straight out of the cloud. You see him. It is the Sentinel's turn. Gonna take his movement to get up to you, which just seeing a target for the first time in a few rounds, he just heads straight for you. he can't get all the way to you, but he's going to cast. He's going to cast Mind Spike.
Ooh.
So, we'll cast Mind Spike first. Mind Spike at second level. Make a wisdom saving throw. 15 just saves. You do take half of this.
Ooh, gross. I shouldn't be looking this up. This is very metagamey.
You take 9 total. 9 psychic damage.
Yeah, baby.
You know the target's location no matter what.
He would know mine if I failed, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a dum-dum.
How did I know?
You always know the target's location. But that is a fail. No, that's not a fail. So he won't be able to know where you are.
That's a really cool spell.
It is a cool spell. So there's no other effect since you saved. What is your turn?
Oh, well then,
You poor bastard! Yeah, he would.
how are you feeling, Marilyn? I've already halfway got an action going, so
I have 1 hit point.
I will use
You should use it. It's a bonus.
So yeah, so that's what I was saying. So essentially the next turn I'll have 2 actions because okay.
Yes, that's right. So
I will use the cheerful nightshade on her first since
you've already got like right next to her like face. You.
He's just waiting for his turn to pick up everything.
That was a 15. Nothing adds to that, right?
It gets on you, just like gets like into your skin and starts to feel this. Sorry, what did you say?
No. I don't add anything to that roll, right?
No, it's just the D8.
Or
It's D8.
a D8.
Yes, you should be getting 1d8 hit points.
Okay then.
It's a bit of a lower level item. You guys are gonna want to find some better healing item, assuming.
Well, it's a 5.
Okay, you gain 5 hit points. It's better than nothing.
And now I will do it on myself.
Yeah, baby.
All right. You've got with your action, grab another one.
7.
Slap it to Ruby there. You get 7 hit points. It is up to you.
I rush towards him, I engage with him, and I do all my attacks on him.
You get right up there.
First one was a 2. So that would be, it doesn't matter. 2 is not high enough. Second one is a 19.
19 hits.
Stunning strike. I need him to make a Constitution saving throw, and he will take 8 points of damage.
That's in that one on the fail.
He's stunned. I'll do flurry of blows on him.
So you get the first couple this strike hard overhand, and the spikes of the metal on your staff, like they cave in at this area of its head a bit, and just ends it stunned.
Flurry of blows. Both of those miss.
What was the damage on the first?
8 points of damage. First flurry of blows missed. The upper would have been a 5, which brings me to 11. I'm sure his AC is 11. Second flurry of blows is a 18.
That hits.
Dealing 7 points of damage. He is stunned, but I am going to use...
He rolled a nat 1 on his save, so you guys are going to get advantage on your attacks no matter what.
He does, just because of stunning strike.
Is that how that works?
He's stunned, yeah.
Oh yeah, you get advantage anyways. Okay.
He gets advantage anyways.
I forgot about that. Okay.
He can't do anything for his entire turn, and everybody gets advantage on this hit, which is why I took advantage of my flurry of blows. And then I would like for him to make a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone, please. Gotta be a 15. Gotta be a 13.
That's a 9.
Total?
Yeah.
I knocked him prone. Alright, awesome. That's my turn.
So you take, you react to this miss, or this even though you took this spike of psychic damage, you brush it off, rush toward, do the, and then the combination of your staff and fist, just you get up on him, and he falls back prone. It sends its heavy form, leaving it in an imprint on the ground and cracks away from his extremities.
Stand low and give it.
It's your turn.
First, I'm going to apply some Tearful Nightshade to myself because I'm still really low.
Do you eat it?
But you did lose your rage though.
Yes, you lost rage.
I figured. Oh yeah, so I got a 7.
Okay, 7 hit points regained.
And then I'm going to... Can I see where they are? Or
You're still within the fog
do
cloud?
I hear where they are?
You rolled an at one on the saving throw, so I'm going to say that you can hear this beat down by you, and you're not far away. It is only a few feet, so you can triangulate essentially where they are. It's pretty close to you, and you hear just the rending of metal and the smashing of the fist.
Okay. Well, I'm going to run towards it and try to hit the thing.
You run like right into its fallen body, and its fallen form is right before you here.
But I rolled a 12 to hit.
You don't have any more attactions.
Oh, after the Tearful Nightshade, I didn't? Okay.
But you found him. You can.
Either way, I didn't.
You can raise with your bonus.
Yeah, I would definitely rage. You can rage as your bonus action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you can get back there. This thing that just about killed you, you find it now lying before you, and the opportunity to take your revenge is just straight in your mind, and you're like, ah!
And then Beau says, no, you have to wait your turn.
I'm already on my way for punching him round 2, and you're like, hold on just a second.
It is the Sentinel's turn, and he can't do anything. What?
He shakes off his stuff.
Same deal with you heard where they were coming from.
Okay then, so then I kind of got an idea where they're at, and I went to... How big is this field again, the fog? Are they in the fog?
The fog is all spread out there, and they are, well, Beau is out of the fog. They're just, Beau and him are out of the fog. Your one is just barely at the edge of it.
I want to move outside of the fog.
Okay.
But not necessarily the rest. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah. Right there, you are out of the fog, and you have clear line of sight too.
I fired a chaos bolt!
Alright, roll with the damage.
First one.
And attacks against prone enemies are automatic crits.
Nice. First one was a 17.
That's a hit.
Okay.
The next, well, I mean...
Well, I guess I can see if it... it doesn't matter though, right? That one was a 14.
Okay, so the first roll 2d8s. What level are you casting at?
The highest I can?
You can cast 4. You can cast it at 3rd level.
3? Okay. So those 2d8s, one was a 4, one was a 2.
Force or cold damage, which one?
I would imagine force.
Okay, you take this, you begin to summon this sphere of energy that's light and dark and elemental, and just thrust it out. Now roll 3 more d6. This is 1d6 extra.
And she bring it down here.
She dropped it on the step in front of her.
Yes, 3d6 plus 2, roll 3 more d6.
Okay, so 3d6 here.
He's never gonna find that. I threw it way back over.
The total is 10?
What was the total of the D8s again?
6.
That's 16, double it.
32.
32. You do, how do you want to do this? As 32 force damage.
I want the force to hit him and then, like, explode him, like, blow him back across the wall, hit the wall, and splash.
I won't say you can actually physically move him out of position.
Okay.
So he just explodes where he stands.
Well, I didn't know if it was force, but just like...
Yeah, that doesn't actually move him back as per the spell. So you take this, thrust it toward him, and he almost explodes into shards. And there's this similar force from within him, just, and he at this point, with his upon death, he unleashes a Fey Essence eruption.
Oh no.
I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Stupid Constitution, all these things. 8.
12.
The 15 saves.
At least it wasn't a 1 this time.
Wait, I'm sorry, it's a 16. Alright, we'll all fail it. You take...
I think you did that on purpose.
Oh no, it's a 16. It says 16 right there. I will show it to you. You guys take 9 necrotic damage and 6 force damage.
15 damage total.
Yes.
That's how many hit points I have, 15.
You guys...
I only have 13.
With this final explosion of this Fey energy from the dead sentinel, it hits all 3 of you with this absolute force and knocks all of you back 10 feet.
And they two go down.
And you guys enter just a world of blackness. And you barely hang on. And it is dead. Its form is just completely gone. There are shards of almost ash-like material just spread all about the room.
I let them bleed out.
Oh my god! You absolute sadist, you could do it too.
No, I take 2
That's
more.
funny.
I take 2 more Nightshade and I go and revive them. One at a time.
You saw yourself!
You revive both of them.
Or you get 6 hit points, Heroine, you get 1 hit point.
Better than nothing.
And you all sit there in the midst of the chamber.
Loreth, you owe me 2. Heroine, you owe me 1. I couldn't find it from their packs, but yeah.
I pull out 2 petals, give him 1, and I apply the other to myself.
Thank you. And that goes back. Loreth,
I give him 2 and put them out at the same time.
I'm back up to 9. I'm back up to 13.
And down to... Oh my god. Oh, you mean...
13, 2 from that shade. Yeah.
I now have...
8 or 7. 7.
Now I have 7.
You should grab her belly. She'd love you if you did that.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Yeah, kitties always love.
Yeah, screw you. So this looks like a good place to take a nap, right guys? So just go to sleep for a few hours.
I mean, we could go back upstairs.
I'm probably fine just, sleeping right here, right?
Chilling,
and,
yeah.
and I just pass out now. I don't wait for a response.
Are you doing a short rest? Or?
I'm doing a long rest.
Come on, man. You did this last time, too.
We all take a long rest now after all that.
If we're going to do a short rest and just kind of tend to ourselves, we should do that here. But if we're going to like long rest, we should go back upstairs.
Are Brecken and Nissa or just Brecken out or did they stay up on top of the island?
Did they go with you guys?
They did not know.
No, they're in the tower still, that's right. Or, I think they're in the sanctum. Bracken said no, too.
I know Nissa wasn't gonna.
She wanted to. She wanted to crazy bad.
God, I'm glad she didn't.
Yeah. And Brecken without any weapons.
We couldn't go to a lot of stuff there. That was a couple seconds I thought you might be dead. That was quite an encounter.
That was a good fight. That was a thoroughly enjoyable fight.
That was tough.
That makes me happy. I'm sorry that the displeasure of the dice gods was upon you. Except there's always one moment where it happens, and you're like, yeah, you got the kill. Yay! And then I died twice about that. I mean, he had kind of a lot of hit points left. He had like 25 hit points left. Yeah, at the beginning of the fight, he had regeneration and stuff too.
I was wondering.
He was regenerating 10 hit points per his turn.
Oh boy.
Because so while Merlin was hacking away at him, he was healing all that damage at the beginning.
Yeah, the like layer dudes are nasty.
I've never done a phased fight before. Phases.
It's a good thing you got a good score on the one investigation or perception or whatever.
To know what was going on.
So we would know to go get the pillars instead.
Alright, then let's go upstairs then.
Okay. Alright. You guys head back upstairs.
Yeah.
And then you noticed that you remember that there's 2 tombs you haven't explored that, just so you know. I mean, 3 tombs.
Yeah.
If you all 3, make one investigation check real quick, or a perception check before you do leave.
Yeah, while Wareth and Mirwin are hobbling out, I want to search
14.
the body.
Is there a body left?
Not really. It's you can search amongst the rubble from its form. Small shards of metal, some ash-like material, a bit of ichor splattered this about.
I mean, that's, yeah, I'm just doing
Did you
that.
say investigation or perception?
Perception, sorry.
My perception for the room would be a 16. My investigation of the body would be an 11.
I
rolled an 8.
I rolled a 16.
Collectively, among the body, there's this strange ichor-like liquid. There was enough that you could gather some up in a vessel. But additionally, what you notice about the room is you hadn't seen this before. Behind and above where the guardian came from, there hangs the skull of a wyvern, mounted upon the stone wall of the mausoleum behind the high tomb.
I'm gonna go pick up my javelin before we leave, just so
Sure.
I don't forget it.
Sure, yeah, you retrieve that.
And then I'm gonna leave.
I'll follow behind them.
That's about all we find right now. All right, you guys head back and up the narrow staircase out into a cold, frigid, windy day. You hear the cries of seabirds amongst the waves and the isles. Hear about some of the small sea stacks you see poking out, and it's just the slightest flicks of snow floating through the air. You hobble up to where you see the tower now, and you hear a shout. You can tell it's Vissa's voice, kind of an excited shout, as you can assume that she was watching for you through the windows and has now seen you. You head up to the tower, inside the first floor, and in there you also on the top of the tower, Valdemar waves to you guys.
Valdemar!
You have survived! You look terrible!
Yeah, it was about them.
What's happened?
I'll tell you inside.
I'm coming down! By the time you get inside, everyone is inside. Elizabeth, Valdemar, Brechin and Vissa, all waiting you inside the stream. A fire goes on the hearth, and it is welcome warmth.
It was bad. It was real
What
bad.
happened to you guys?
It was real bad. The door led to a place that was just real bad.
What sort of bad?
Big monstrosity, big like a machine man. He had a flail and just hurt us a lot.
You look absolutely
Just hurt us a lot.
The bruises on you.
Yeah, it just hurt us a lot. That's all that had happened is that we were hurt a lot.
Sit down.
I almost died twice, if that's any indication of how tough this guy was.
That is indication. What did you sit down? Sit down. We're not to take care
I
of you.
lay down and ignored everything they've said.
He collapsed as soon as we walked in the door. He's alive. He's a little bit of a drama queen.
Roll around. Drama queen. Drama. I'm just gonna make tea for you. Get some rest. This is. Don't worry about anything. We'll take the watches. All of that. What's wrong?
How long were we in the cave? Like
Like
an hour?
No, we're not in the cave very long at all. Yeah, maybe an hour. Hour and a half. I'm sure back soon too.
in there and got beat up and then came back out. That's all that happened.
Yeah.
So you went in, got beat to within an inch of your legs and came back?
Yeah.
Oh, well, did you find anything at all related to, no?
We found a big bad guy.
Yeah, there was
How do you say?
there was a lot of fey stuff and he was really fey stuff and there was a werewolf skull and
Hinky?
oh god, it's real hinky.
It's dead,
I need like a cleansing bath or something like that.
It's totally destroyed. It like exploded.
Oh.
Did we bring the cube with us, or is that still sitting on the floor in there?
No, we didn't pick it up.
We're gonna go back. We'll just take a long rest and then go back.
I'm going to explain to Brecken a little bit about the voice box thingy that we saw.
So like a message of sorts? Yeah, was it the one you told me about that you saw in the vault?
Yeah, except this
Kind of the
was
same thing.
from the Seekers instead of the Eason.
What did it say? And you remember, so you go ahead and recite it to,
I'm gonna recite it!
you recite it to Brecken.
I can recite it word for word. Wait, I have to get the right thing.
Well, just say that you did and
Blah,
it's
blah,
good
blah,
enough.
blah. But I could say it word for word.
You could, because I said I sent it to you.
Because he sent it to me. And then he said, cue boss fight.
The boss! And he says, no. Make of all that. So this Sholane, that was in the book. He mentioned her before, the one that I got from Jafira. So she was the enemy of the Seekers back then. Whereas I could take from this that she was the one who destroyed them. It seems. Even the Pilgrim didn't know how they fell back when they first arose and sought the shards. So whoever this figure is, this Sholane, was the one who brought them down. And it's what did it call her? The Elven Champion. Now what does all this mean? This has undone our work. Has locked him away. Locked who away? Locked what away? In the... Wait, hold on.
That's what we have to do for.
He goes and digs back in his book.
You do your thing, reckon we were going to light hunt for a while, yeah?
Okay, you will do that while I will just muse to myself.
So we take the long rest now?
You may take a long rest.
Okay.
Yay!
Long rest granted. At the end of that, I was down to 6 hit points and 1 key point.
I was also down to 6 hit
I was
points.
going to use my very next turn to stunning strike him one last time, hoping that he failed again, so that we could unload on him. Darling angel.
There, back at 75.
You all sleep. None of you awake until the next morning. Even though it was scarcely past 1 in the afternoon. You sleep so hard. You sleep like the dead. And you awake to
No one said anything to you that...
you awake to a grey light casting through the windows.
It's the first of Vanar.
It is the first of Vanar. There you go. Okay, thank you.
Einar?
Vanar.
Anal.
Do you find a month of the year?
Not my first.
Oh, fine.
I need to see
Somebody's birthday is this month.
Water break?
Yeah. Definitely, let's take a break. It's B's birthday.
His birthday.
Which day is your birthday? It's the...
I don't remember what I told mine was.
Neither did I, but then I remembered that it was...
I haven't written down.
essentially gave Worth my birthday.
Okay.
Because that was easier, because I'd never even considered, when is he born? I don't know. Sometime.
Keep your real time. You guys do have to turn different ages.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I do.
Add that to something.
Yeah, I do. You turn 22 on the 16th of this month.
Be older than me, older than Worth.
Just like in real life.
Yes, in real life, Be was older than Worth. What is she doing?
I don't know what she's doing.
There's no
She's chewing
asbestos in
on
there.
the ceiling.
Oh boy, oh cats are dumb.
I've never seen you chew on the ceiling before, so you
But I smell that dead mouse up there, I want to get it.
Yes. That is by far the most whack thing I have ever seen that cat do. Is chew
On the ceiling.
on the ceiling.
I'm sure Mufasa would. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not hiding. I can still see your whole butt and tail.
That's part of the recording now. Yeah, we paused the recording.
Oh, good.
Say he was just chewing on the ceiling.
You awake to see this kind of sitting and looking at all three of you, like keeping an eye just to make sure none of you die. Brecken is reading. Elizabeth is tending the fire. Brecken says, "Oh, you're awake!
Now
You're finally awake!"
God.
You're playing Skyrim music too.
And he said, "Okay, I've been digging things, he's got your feelers, tell him." By his head. And okay, this is where it said Chardonnay before. In the text where it spoke of the Seeker's leader, Leon. I don't know if this was written by him or not, but it names him here, and it calls Chardonnay the enemy, and it says that she is the one who would bring our work to naught and imprison us for all days to come. This very much is similar to what it's in here, with the bring our work to naught and imprison us. And that is very similar thing to what was said on the recording.
I look at Marilyn. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this prison? I'm not sure of it. I'll see if I can find any more mentions of it.
You're the one that's supposed to tell us these things.
I don't know, you believe me. I'm just combing through this stuff and trying to put it all together, same as you want.
We do the fighty fight. You do the ready read.
That does describe our relationship rather well.
Two of the three of us do the fighty fight.
We all can kiss the prettiest part of my butt.
I'm sure all of it is the prettiest.
Brannigan, you are the really smart
That was
one.
very strange record because I was certain that there was not even 1 inch. That is the obvious part.
I would love to know how you would know that.
I was just so honest to look, he's a pretty man, even though his face is bruised.
Especially now. Well, actually,
Bruised.
now that Warth is very beat up, I'm sure his butt looks much better. Well, we did not explore everything down there. We just
Yeah.
kind of died very nearly. And then we came off that here. We still have some stuff to look around then and there.
Let's make sure that thing didn't, like,
Reassemble or something like that.
Why can I come this way?
I'm sure that it's safe.
back in.
We're going to make sure that everything in there is gone first, that there's nothing going to attack us, and perhaps there's strength in numbers. Please?
I'd go this way. I would like to see this tomb for myself.
At the very least, you can. I mean, no, you are capable of flashes. I was going to say it was just this coming past. You could stay at the mouth of the cave.
I can come. Rather now, and keep watch. I'll go talk to him. She heads up to the top. To speak with him. You guys take a little bit of breakfast.
I have some sweet pretzel sticks.
Some sweet pretzel sticks you found on the ship. Took some with you. This and Brecken whip up a bland porridge from some ingredients that they had. Give it to you guys. Taking a little bit of wine and some of your preserved meat rations. And it is early to mid-morning. What would you like to do?
Go down to the cave.
Elizabeth returns. Are we heading off now?
Yeah.
Bon, c'est parti. And you guys head out.
Indeed.
The wind is a bit stronger today. And you re-enter the cave within a few minutes walk. Hand climb down the stairs. You successfully make it down the bit, about halfway down to the cave entrance. And you return. Oh, I should have. I did away with the map too soon.
I took my.
There's no things in here.
What do you got to embarrass?
Alright, very good. Alright. You return. And enter into the first chamber. You have already explored these two. And entering back down into the second chamber, you still observe some of the remnants of the Sentinel.
View cockily walks up to the main thing. He feels like he thoroughly made this whole place his chamber. He won this one, so he just walks straight in and up to you.
As you enter back, the lights they flip on again, and striding right into the center, the small pillar rises again. Repeats the same message, and Brecken just listens.
I walk past it.
Incredible.
Walk past it right up to the main tomb.
Right up to the main tomb.
This place is mine. I won this place.
Upon the main tomb is scrawled and imprinted face deal letters in ancient Elvish, as many of the others you have seen.
Sound like a tomb though, yeah?
Yeah, big stone, big and long.
Well, I don't care about the letters, so I push the top of the tome off.
Yeah, it just to the side there. Within, You see an ancient body. Wrapped, and it's the bones of its pale bones.
You didn't check for traps.
He didn't, but there were no traps.
Good thing. Carter's confident. I walk with confidence, and that's what happens.
Very good. Well, just damage you.
When Worth walks without confidence and does not check for traps, he is trapped. When you walks with confidence, everything's good, baby.
So what's inside this tomb?
The grand tomb within here.
Some bones.
Yeah, the bones. As well, it appears there are some of his possessions. There is another silver box, much like the rest, much like the others. And on top, there is a helm. It's not exactly like the one that Roth found down there in the vault, but it looks to be like an ornamental type of thing. And there's a beautiful plaque belt, you know, the kind with the like little shields about on it. It's a very pretty plaque belt.
So it's what is it, WWE Championship belt or something? Whatever.
But not as dumb looking.
Okay. I wouldn't imagine anything is this dumb.
Like
Any hint from these before I touch them?
make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana.
12, I think. 11.
You are not sure what it's made of.
Okay, I'll just kind of like sift through and go, yeah, there's stuff in here.
I take the silver box.
You stride up to the grand tomb. Take the silver box. What would you open it?
I check for traps first.
Investigation.
I was stuff 10 feet away.
8.
You don't see anything obvious about it that's trapped.
I open it up.
With it is a beautiful deep blue sapphire.
You had a ruby, a sapphire, a diamond. We still have the other two tombs to look at.
I know. I was gonna go to them first, but I had to make sure I got to see what was in the main one.
Do you like those one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the same things in there.
I'm gonna look around in the little, like around the tomb, see if there's anything.
Sure. Investigation check. With that is very good. There's one, did you go up there? Did you go up to the grand tomb at all and look at it?
Just around it, because
Okay.
those two are looking in. Yeah, well, I'm looking around.
Around there, there's, what was around there? There's not a ton of other stuff outside of the tombs. You see all of these, just hundreds of shards of face seal from where you destroyed all of these pillars, just all scattered about the sides of the chamber. That is a lot of what you find. There's a good amount of face seal there.
Where was the writing? You said there was writing. Was it on the?
It was on that casket part of the tomb itself, which the lid is just sitting on the ground to the side of it.
Hey, Brecken, you should see what that lid says.
Oh, yeah, I'll come up. Yeah, Brecken comes up. The other two, Elizabeth and Vista, are just kind of sitting in the center, just kind of waiting and watching. And Brecken says, okay, let's see. Interesting. As it is in the same spot the other tombs had names written. This one, he says, "Oh my God." Warren, do you see this? The name on it. It says Liron Fenyor.
I know that name.
Liron, the name of the Seeker Lord.
Fenyor
That died hundreds of years ago. Fenyor, the name of
The guy with
the
the wyvern.
wyvern lord who's been chasing us.
Could it be his grandson?
A grandson?
No, great grandson?
A descendant.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Descendant.
Or,
In my mind, he said 100 years ago, but
or he
It's
took
gonna-
the name for himself. He just
Took
decided
up the mantle.
he
They could
liked
be modeling.
Fenrir.
We've seen them be model the rest of their organization after this one.
True.
Fenrir.
Is that all it says on the lid? Is just the name?
Yes, yeah, it says here lies.
Okay.
Basically, here lies Theron Fenrir, Lord of the Seekers.
Kind of like a sugar.
from what I could see on the end, like, is that a cigar? All I could see was
Yes, James.
Ooh, no.
So this could suggest one of several things. Either a direct lineage that somehow survived from this one down to this very day, who refounded the Seekers, or this one found out what the name was and retook it as to take up their mantle or something.
Copy that, yeah. Is this hinky? I kind of like have looped the belt with the staff. Is this how pink come?
Do you want me to take a look at it?
Yeah, I mean,
You'll make your check with advantage.
I'd do an Arcana check because I want to. Hey, almost
Good.
Yeah.
21.
I also got a 21.
It is not face steel.
It's not big still.
cool.
It is made of some sort of a beautifully lustrous bronzish alloy. It's hard to tell what actually it is, but it's not face steel. It doesn't have the qualities of it.
Should we go check out the other two?
Yep.
Does it say anything? The wyvern on skull on the wall? Does it have like a plaque or anything saying this is Gilzebek's brother?
Senior.
It does.
It does.
And it says, it's scrawled beneath it in smaller letters. And Brecken says, it says, I don't know that, but what was its title?
Oh.
It says noble one of the skies, Bazrosh.
That's
B-A-Z-R-O-S-H. Bazrosh.
Wait, how did you spell that? B
B-A-Z-R-O-S-H.
A Z.
So what does that suggest? His own dear brother in blood. Gilzebek's brother.
How long do wyverns live?
If you're in the middle of nature checks.
I think we already talked about how long my were.
20?
16.
19.
Wyverns can live a few centuries. Like, they don't live as long as true dragons. A true dragon can live more than a millennia. But a wyvern, a few centuries. Maybe an old wyvern could survive 500-600 years. That's a sort of a rarity.
Can I get the skull down off the wall?
Yeah.
How big is this skull?
Oh,
Ruby!
it's a big durg.
I mean,
It's a big durgan.
I suppose, yeah, I mean, head, maybe that big. From all the way down to snout.
Never mind, I just want to get close to it then.
Yeah, you
I was thinking it was like,
no, same size. It's the same size as the wyvern that you saw Ivan Fenrir riding when he raised Ovalle to the ground. And yeah, you get close enough to touch it. The smooth.
I want to like
Pale
look
bone.
in it and see if there's anything hidden within the bones.
Investigation check.
I have another question.
Yes.
Okay, so
There's nothing hidden in the bones that you can see.
So on the cave, it said, speak the name of the faithful servant, the King of Winds. And then in the library, it said, to open, speak the name of the noblest one of the skies.
Then, that's it. This one. Bazrosh. Okay, so we've got our second password. It seems.
Juice.
Now how do we-
You know what I mean? She actually has the canine feet in real life. She does.
Because I made him send me what it said. So, how do we, what do we need to open?
I don't know actually, but it just said to open.
I'm sure we're going to go over there and
Back
say
to
the
the
word that
library?
we need to say, and then
We're gonna find
what
out.
will happen.
We stand in the center of the library and just say Bosrush, and something happens.
I guess.
After you said that, I looked around like, is something happening?
Nothing happens down here. Well, last time it said speak the name, and we just stood there and spoke the name and it opened. Maybe the same is true now.
I go to this too now.
Is the helmet kind of the same material as the belt?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, that's cocked. 5.
The helm has two different types of metal on it. It's got the one seems to be similar to yours, but it's also got like these intricate, delicate lines running down it, and these decorative, almost vine patterns, and you're not sure what that is.
See, I'm kind of at this weird crossroads where this might be the only time, this is my yearly time that I can put on a helmet, and that would be kind of cool to see how that would be. But I'm not sure what this is, so I think I'm just going to leave it.
I tried to help him out, but I rolled an 8. On my Arcana check.
The other is a bit strange too. You can tell the main metal is the same as as on that black belt, but the second metal is strange.
I forgot I could roll with advantage because
Yes.
it's metal. My second one was a 16.
It's a lighter color, but it's face steel.
It's face steel. I don't think you want to put that on your head.
Yeah. It was not worth the temptation of just being able to wear a helmet.
Totally should have been there and been like, nope, it's not very steel.
Reckon this either of you want a helm? Liz?
You said that?
Guess I goes up, kind of looks at it.
Can I see it?
So smooth.
Yeah, this is
She puts it on.
this is real dungeon treasure. Yeah.
It's got like these slits and this flared bottom to it, almost a barbute hum, but more intricate. She says it fits pretty nice.
Wouldn't it suck if it was wrapped?
I was thinking.
Blows her head off. That's terrible. That is a terrible thought. Oh my goodness.
So
Well, the DM is the one that put it on her head, so.
That would be
pretty character.
That would be an RPG horror stories kind of thing. It's it for me to do. Jeez.
It's a cursed item. It won't come off. Puts it on the main central character of the whole campaign.
You guys are the main central characters.
Yeah, but we almost died.
She's the beloved NPC.
Yes.
So now
Because
she looks like a DC female hero.
Yes, sort of. Yes, sort of.
we love this because Nick is just so adorable when he does her voice.
Like that.
She says, how come you like it? Or do you want it to replace the other one?
This one's fine. The one I have is fine.
If I give this to you, can I have it?
If I knew what that thing did, I might consider it. But I don't, so no.
Okay. Bong, 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 bong.
Actually, let me see it real quick. I trade it real quick. This isn't permanent. I'm just gonna take a look at it. You know.
Give it to you.
I'll put it on.
Yeah, you slip it on, and yeah, you feel this. It was similar to the feeling that you felt the first time you put the other one on, but this is a bit more intense.
Ooh.
There's something.
Interesting. So I go to this tomb over here.
He leaves it on and he goes to the tomb.
And she goes, oh, okay, let's talk.
Yeah, maybe.
She puts that one on and starts bonging it.
I rolled a 21 to check for traps.
There's no traps, it's okay.
Stupid
Okay.
idiot.
Which one do you have the key?
I think Ward's at it, because he was the one that... You have the key because it was in that cylinder of light thing, and you were the only one brave enough to...
Okay, well,
yeah.
you put it into the key receptacle, accepts it, and the door slides down. And return, it's a similar site to the others, same kind of tune in the lettering. This one, it says Vastel, Seeker, Captain of the Seekers.
10.
You don't see any traps.
Open the tomb.
Yep, back. Same scene within. Again, there is the body, a small silver box, and laid upon it, upon the chest, is a very beautifully carved ebon wood flute.
Neat. I take both of them.
Okay.
And I open the box. And it's trapped! No.
And inside,
Check.
Yeah.
there's a small aquamarine gemstone.
Oh.
I yell, hey, Vitsa,
Yeah,
don't you play the flute or something?
I do.
Here, take this thing.
Ooh, that's pretty. I'm used to it, Ocarina, but
She,
plays it.
Maybe had zips on that a few hundred years ago, so.
Oh, okay. Kind of wipes it off.
The helmet was also on a dead guy, so...
Was it in her mouth?
helmet?
She's not wearing the helmet. He's wearing it. He took it.
Oh yeah, the one I had was just up top. Didn't
Okay.
like.
Right. Oh, did you? Were you? Yeah, you were wearing the other one.
Yeah,
Did you take it off?
He traded with Vissa.
Oh, you traded with this up. Yeah, the other one has that. Is that Barbie with the open front,
Yeah.
down near the mouth, where the mouth is. And so, yeah, so she just plays out a little elfin tune. Tune. She says it's nice. I like it. It's got a rich kind of saying to it. Edmund.
I have a question.
Yes.
On the caskets in the front, they had names. Did they have titles on them too? Because I didn't write
Same
them.
title. Yeah, they all say Captain.
They all
of the
say
Seekers.
Captain? Okay.
All four of them, except for the high tomb, which said Lord of the Seekers.
Okay.
Lord of the Seekers? Seekers?
Alright. What do you do next?
Go to the other one.
You retrieve the key from the other side, where it's spit it out. Leave, and do the same in the opposite tomb. This is the last one, the other tomb on the right. Inside the casket on this one, the tomb says Orar. O-R-A-R. Orar. Captain of the
Really into
Seekers.
scaring people.
Orar, Captain of the Seekers.
I open this tomb.
Within, there is a small flask sealed in wax. You don't know what the liquid is. And there's a silver box.
I grab the flask.
I take the silver box.
Is it like,
It's earthenware and it's opaque, so you can't see what's inside.
I found one of those in the dormitory.
no, you didn't.
I open the silver box.
Within, there is a gorgeous black sapphire.
Gems and all of them. These are no doubt something.
Important to all of them. They are all in the club, so they all had a gemstone.
No, this is kind of weird. Maybe.
Take my knife and I cut the wax off the top.
Yep, you put it back. There's pork there.
Hot work. Smell it.
It smells exquisite, like a herbed, like a perfumed herb smell. Not like a perfume, but like a fine oil.
Does it give me mouth wateries or does it give me nose wateries?
It gives you the nose batteries.
This is not for thinking. My bag. Where I once had smoke bomb. A flask of herb.
Okay. Is there anything else that we've haven't investigated or looked at?
Let's see, then you did all 4 tombs now. If you want to look, well, yes, all 5 tombs. If you want to look around anymore, go ahead and do an investigation check to do like a final once over on the whole thing.
You
Yeah.
said the belt was face steelish?
No.
The belt was not.
The helm.
The helm was.
Natural one.
Okay.
Seven. It's 7 now.
I'll do a quick look around. I'll help out. Natural one as well.
I got a 21.
Right,
Is that the first natural? No, Carrie got one right.
No, I've rolled a couple of natural ones already.
I have to pee again real quick.
I missed you.
Ben, he's keeping us in suspense.
Yes. Additional pools of ichor from the thing, some like twisted scraps of its metal, and face steel shards.
Oh yeah, can I look up the ichor a little bit closer?
Certainly, make an investigation check.
Natural one.
It's black and it smells kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm
It doesn't smell like oil or like any sort of oil you've ever smelled either.
I owned Worth in that fight, and now I'm gonna own Worth and how many natural ones I rolled.
Good luck, you better wait to
I've already done like 4, man.
All right. Why, where do we go? Is that everything right in here?
I think that's it, unless you want to investigate anything missing. You've been stunning her to hitting your helmet.
It's cool, I like it.
Yeah?
Play the flute.
I mean, this is what we normally do, is just walk around and look at things. Do you want
And see
do you
what
have
I
anything that you want to look up?
No, I looked at this other store for you guys.
Yeah, okay.
You want to go back upstairs then?
Yeah.
We should go to the sanctum.
Yeah, sure. We have plenty of time left today.
Very good.
I'm gonna throw the belt around my waist and cinch it up.
Yeah, you put it up there, and it's sturdy, it's nice, and it also raises your AC by 2.
Oh shit, Denver!
What you?
I was gonna say, I don't like it.
He doesn't like wearing things.
I don't like this thing.
It makes you feel a little like a
All of a sudden, I crazy like it.
What's that bring your AC up to?
17.
Dang it, the one thing I had was higher AC.
I am invincible.
What is your AC at?
15.
15? I'm 16.
15, 16. What was your what's yours with the raise?
If I have my shield.
Is you already at 16 of you?
He's at 17.
I'm at 17.
17. You got this even more now. All right.
You're always out of reach. Some
Yeah, that did me a lot of good last time.
This particular boss was very good at just putting the hurt everywhere.
Yeah, he didn't really, I mean, to me, I don't think I got hit by him, except for his weird hinky stuff. That's the only thing that really did anything to me.
Yeah, his spell attacks were
pretty bad.
Because the first 15 points I lost for a spell, the next was spell, and then I gained, and then I lost. I think he hit me once.
the person who really hit a lot with his flail was Mirwin.
It was real dangerous, because if he hit you while you were unconscious, that's 2 failed death saves. It would have auto-critted.
It was a good thing you were next to him, and a good thing that you. Oh, if you hadn't have thrown that smoke bomb, I'm good that you threw the smoke bomb.
I'm trying not to, like, brag and boast,
You did very good there,
but
Kevin.
I know that I saved that fight in the end. I know that Mirwin and Worth are alive.
You did a good job.
It's like you know how to play this game or something.
I don't want to say that, but it's very true.
That's so bad.
I've listened to 700 hours of Critical Role. Like the delicate intricacies of how this game works by now.
I've listened to 0 minutes of Critical Role.
I think I listened to like 30 minutes of it.
I've heard you talk about it. Does that count?
It's helping you out right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, let's go back up to the library and say that other name and see what happens.
All right. You guys return back up to the top. It has now begun to stow quite heavily.
Okay, I'll take those dice back.
To the point where your visibility is somewhat reduced.
Man,
What was it?
It's big flecks.
I don't remember.
Big flecks of snow.
5, 10.
And back into the sanctum you go, into the center, past through the door that was broken down by the wyvern, and into the center where those runes are in the ring. Brecken goes, all right. Somebody sing it, I guess.
what are we supposed to say?
I was really just about to say it's between the two smart ones.
He said, oh, okay. And then, immediately in the ground, you hear this. And the center part, at the very center part, like rotates just a little bit, and then rises up to its full height, being about this high. And what you see is suspended in a when it goes, basically, okay, re-describing this, like it turns, so the thing in the floor turns, and then it lowers just a bit, and the top kind of rolls away, and then from below it there is this pillar that rises up, and you hear a and it's a suspended field, a lot like the one where the key was. But within this one, you see, floating there, a remarkably well-preserved leather pack of sorts. Near black in color, bronze hardware, kind of similar to the metal used on the Seeker's tomes. It appears to be stuffed full of scrolls, books, other scribal supplies, and that's just what you see at first appearance.
We all look at Worth.
I reached into the last one.
Yeah, because you have a connection with this
I
stuff.
use my staff to hook the pouch and bring it out and hand it to Brendan.
You duck it, you stick it into the field and pull the thing out.
If I hadn't reached into the last one, I wouldn't have been 1 hit point too low and not have passed out.
Did it do damage to you?
Yeah, I did like 2 or 3.
Yeah. So he
See, it's that
takes it.
1 point makes all the difference.
Interesting. So, all right. Let's open it open. Do we do it here or should we take a look?
Nah, let's do it here.
Whatever you want to do it, Buffer.
He sits down, begins to unload it. Within, he takes out a lot of things. There's a long flowing quill from a black bird, a steel inkwell. There's a little bronze knife. There are several scrolls. Some of them sealed and some of them not. He opens up a couple. Some of them are blank paper. There's a couple of small books. There's one tome that is thick like the others, a lot like the other ones. There is, and he holds up this tome. It's got the same hardware on it and stuff. And hanging from the tome, you see a pendant on a string out of the pages of it. A deep, cloudy gold metal. Its form is almost like a hoop earring, but it's braided in an intricate fashion. And there's and he pulls out another small. It's a small clear glass bottle that's in the shape of a snake. It's like glass that's almost wound, and a small sealed cork at the top.
Okay, it's a bottle.
Yeah. And he says, well, okay. We've got a amount of things to go through here. He pulls the pendant up. It's on a black leather thing.
Suede string.
Is it face deal? I mean, I bet it is blown from context.
Let me take a look at it.
No,
If it's not, it would make an excellent antler decoration once, I have those in.
do you still have the horn castle that Tess gave you?
Yeah, once my horns popped off.
My high score was a 10.
Your high score?
You assume from context that it is, although it's, the face steel does vary in color and such from time to time.
Natural one. No, it was a natural 20 this time.
Yeah,
The first one I rolled.
Yeah, it's face steel.
That was useful.
GM, 2 seconds before. You assume it's face deal. Yeah, it's face
Yeah, it is.
You distracted me. I was going to write pendant is face deal, and I wrote pendant is 20.
It could be.
Or if this having subject.
20 face deal.
I'm sorry about all of this.
Quick, impromptu fight and give him loaded dice.
I'll just tell you the thing your helmet does then. It raises your spell attack by 3.
That's why Bessa wanted to
I think it was done on purpose. Because all my actions,
Because I periodically give you upgrades.
are +6, but the chaos bolt's only +3 and stuff, so it's kind of,
You're not technically a sorcerer.
yeah.
Brecken is examining various things. He takes the snake bottle. Looks at it real close.
Is there anything in that reckon?
Yeah, there's something in it. For whatever reason, there is writing in Dwarvish on it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a dwarf, I think. A dwarf, yeah. I mean, we've been traveling together. I would be very amiss if you were not a
Can
dwarf.
you read it, Erwin?
I can.
There's etchings in it, and I'd make a history check just to see how well you understand this older.
It's old.
Even though you're pretty old, so there's an advantage. It's even older. It's older by probably centuries than you are, but.
Wait, you're an old fart. You know what this is.
16.
It says filter of great strength.
Filter of great strength.
Yes, PHILTER.
Oh, it's a strong draft, yeah? A drink that makes you strong.
I thought it was his name.
Pilsner.
No, filter of great strength.
I don't know what that means.
Who's this filter?
The definition is a potion credited with magical power. That's the definition of filter with PH.
Is that an actual thing?
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure there's items in 5e called filter.
Now we all have to look.
Only Nick.
Yeah, there are 5e items that are called filters. Anyhow,
Well, now we know.
you have this and it says it in Dwarvish.
I assumed it was a potion, but it couldn't. You want to just drink it, or do you think it's like a small, effect thing, like it only lasts for 10 minutes or something?
I don't know. We'll set it to the side. Maybe there's something written about it in these books.
Do you think maybe, or maybe it's a permanent thing, like forever, strength would be higher? That would be good for you, yeah?
That would be good.
It would be good for Orth as
That
well.
would be good for Worth. Worth gets all the good things.
He needs them.
I don't know about that, both Orth, some really good things.
Lord, that's dude. I love you. It happens to everybody. I had a few fights in our previous campaign where I couldn't hit the side of a barn with Grim. But it's the way it is.
I've had some fights where you, it's just like, 3, 4, 2, fight's over.
Cool.
Alright, well, yeah, I've got my work cut out for me between this and all that other stuff we finished. What do we do now? I mean, I want to take time to read about this.
I'm gonna pick up the bronzy knife.
Should we take it all back to the library, or the
Looks like
tower?
bronze. Yes, let's do that. I will take this stuff up to the second level and get back to my studies.
Yeah. So, how, like, is it a small knife? Is it like a dagger? Is it just kind of like a...
Look, it's more like more toward a letter opener than a dagger is. Than a dagger.
Oh, stuff it back into the pack. I won't pocket it myself.
By now it's late afternoon. You head back out into the snow, which is deep, and it comes up to higher than your ankles when you walk. And you head back into the tower, where Valdemar is now on the lower level.
Oh.
Elisabeth keeping watch with a crossbow up on top.
Yeah, okay, so what you find in down there, there's also a place.
We found, well, when we said the magic word, a thing opened up on the floor, and then the magic stuff happened, and there was this little attack.
I found a cool hat.
I see that, it's very cool.
Oh yeah. I guess we didn't look at all of the things. Down there, I got these built,
Oh, very cool.
and we found a whole bunch of jewels.
This is a black belt. I like it.
I had an image that was kind of close to what I pictured. I'll find it later.
Is there anything else on this island that we need to investigate?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it feels like all of these jewels will go somewhere, but
We have been to the dormitory area, to have you ever been down to the place with the huge fire blazer? Yeah. I thought I saw you over there.
can I roll a dice and think real hard if there was any place that I could have saw jewels go into?
Yep.
4 or 5 jewels.
Make an intelligence check.
11. So 8.
You can't run. You can't think of any other places that you might have missed.
They said so. The dormitories, the fire blazer, the tower, the library scene. I've been there, and the tomb. That's all I can think of.
Yeah. I mean, it's right about the right time. The boat should be here today or tomorrow.
How many days have you even been here now?
Wait,
We all look at Merwin.
isn't it a 4-day journey to get there and 4 days back, or is it 2 days?
It was 2 days there and 2 days back.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the boat should be here like now.
Well, the journey back would be faster than the journey there, depending on the weather and the shape of the larkspur, because they basically limped out. It took a while to get out of sight of us. So who knows how long that took, and then they had to find a crew. I'm sure Ed is good at that stuff. Maybe tomorrow, who knows?
We arrived on the 27th. That's when the boat left us.
Which is the first.
4 days. So if we hopefully Ed will be here tomorrow, or whoever they find to take the thing. So I'm just going to chill, and relax, because I think we found everything.
I'm sorry, Valdemar. You are Valdemar, not Ed.
Yeah,
I just got your names mixed up because I was thinking of it.
I'm sure you are all still tired. Sit about, let's have some ale.
It sounds very
There's
good.
a big bottle of his packs to pour in some glasses for you guys.
Yeah.
I go to the edge of the island and look out, look up on the ocean.
Roguishly upon the...
Roguishly over to the
Yes.
Question, GM. Can I sit in the darkest corner?
Just sits down there, examines the helm for
puts it down and begins, resumes whittling that heavy pattern into her spear. And it's turned to evening now.
I'm gonna meditate on the helmy thing.
Very good, make an arcana check.
The helmy on that one?
Who is it? 2. Wow, 6.
Well, this is where you still kind of feel the power from it. You feel that rush still coming through you, and you feel like you've gotten a handle on how to more easily summon the energy into a practical manner. Evening falls, a fire gets going in the hearth. Vissa plays a tune on her new flute. What do you guys think you're doing when this is all over? If you don't do it, dude.
I think that then I will have my full adventure. Back to Karazun if there is anything left.
Guess that depends on how the road goes.
Yeah.
Depends how rich I am by the time this is over. If I am, I'll retire to some island that I'll buy and build for myself. If not, then I'll go steal until I am.
Look for more things in life. You have an island. Will you retire to Lyria?
Yeah, we have an island.
Fix that castle up?
Maybe. Or maybe I'll look for something more secluded.
I'm honestly just waiting for my adventure meter to be filled, and then go off my own way. I haven't quite gone there yet.
What about you, Miriam?
I don't know. I might return to the mountains. I might find another clan of dwarves. Clan of dwarves.
Hire an army of beautiful women to protect me. Wait on me hand and foot.
They're certainly heartier than you, yeah.
This is kind of like...
Maybe I'll learn how to forge face steel.
That could be useful. That could make you rich.
That would be good.
I know.
Could make all those cool little pendants and things.
I'm not sure the world needs more of those things, though, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't think this stuff is evil.
Oh, it's not evil. It's just a whole lot of power spread around questionable people.
That's true. I want to go back home and see if it's still there. If it is, figure it out. If it's not,
You will be a powerful warrior
maybe I'll stay in Merlington
after this.
with Scarlet
Yeah?
and John, the rest.
Maybe you'll stay on the ship and become a pirate.
Could be
I could buy a ship and become a pirate.
I could get used to the expert. I mean, I am used to it, but I don't know what there's like do very much when they're not adventuring.
They're an all-woman crew.
You're absolutely terrible.
I think Wolf might return to Merlington with you and confess his love for Scarlet.
We could all go back to the gate together after this, and that would be lovely.
What was... I remember the name Scarlet, but I'm not remembering any, like... Oh yeah, you really like Scarlet, didn't you? She was at that other game! No, it's coming back to me now, it's been a little bit...
Yeah, I might go back to the game and get my patch.
That's not what you speak.
I thought he liked Scarlet a bit.
He does, I can tell you this for sure. He is completely infatuated with that one. Completely infatuated with that one.
I bet that you I bet you're sort of it and you'll just find some nice lady and settle down. Have a bunch of kids.
Someone that names is close to red. Go back and woo that one.
What was your name? Crimson?
Scarlet. Be close, but
you that at the Red Bane there is a woman named Scarlet? Or is it just like coincidence?
Sure, I suppose coincidences happen on occasion. We'll ask God one day. Wasn't a coincidence, Nick.
What a coincidence?
The Red Bane Guild has someone main character.
It was a coincidence.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a coincidence because you didn't have a name for the guild.
No, I just came up with that one there. But it's because it is named after its founder, Jordan Redby.
Several generations ago,
Right.
was granted authority by the Lord of the town.
And his friends were collectively known as the Red Maniacs.
Oh, no, the Baniacs.
Oh.
So good.
Oh, it's so terrible.
I thought there's a good pub in Berwick. Berwick?
Yeah.
I think that's the town you're going to.
I need to find a good blacksmith. Have you guys ever heard of anyone who knows how to work face steel? Mirror? Do you know? Do they do that at places?
We've had this discussion.
Yeah, but I'm dumb. I don't remember.
Rather than kind of be something like, I've learned a lot more about face steel since we started this than I ever knew, but I knew some before. And I mean, I know it can be shaped into shapes.
I remember we talked, we asked that one guy, and he said, there's
That's right.
in the mountains there, the dwarves, and then there was someplace.
He's a good smith, whatever you smith.
Yeah. But
I don't know if I have that marked.
I knew I asked them, I didn't know if I'd asked Mirwin or not.
God, did he ask me?
I think you discussed it a little bit, and you know that it can be worked. Similar in level of knowledge, reckon you've never worked it before, and it's not as common in the world as you guys are exposed to it a lot because of the places you're going and specifically looking for things involved with it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we wait for the ship now.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go upstairs and on the roof and look for the ship.
Yeah,
Off
the
to
roof.
the distance.
Arriving, the snow is beginning to come down the stairs now, and you kind of trudge up, and there's Elizabeth just sitting in the snow pile up, like whatever, hood up, crossbow ready. Right? What are you doing?
it is extremely snow up here.
Yes.
Finished it, whatever you want to.
Everything we can think of to do. I figured I'd look for the ship.
I mean, I'm looking for the ship too. It's falling to night now. Night has fallen. Look out over the dark, glassy water. I don't see any ship yet. Hopefully tomorrow.
This is very melancholy and introspective.
It is.
I like it.
The rogue said rubbishly.
Where do you think we're going after this? I mean, after we get the ship fixed. Have we talked about that yet?
I don't believe we have. We were.
We were going to go to the...
Do we have any leads on the next shuttle?
I guess Mirwin followed me upstairs.
Oh yeah, I'm not with you, never mind.
It's kind of just Liz and or at the top.
Wait. Where are you going?
I forgot that I'm not with you.
Oh, that kitty.
She looked back at you like, you, Terry, leave me alone. Yeah.
Yeah, do we have any leads on the next shot?
We might have, I'll have to ask Brecken or Mirren, I'm sure we'll remember.
Hey, baby.
I didn't ask you anything, Google. Go away.
Hi there. What can I do for you?
She says, listen, I know that one of the earlier cases we were talking about going to the triumvirate.
Yes.
You know, I'm from there. I don't know if you could tell by the voice.
The way that you talk on the accent, the
You
accent.
could tell by l'accent that I'm from down there. I'm from Eritrea.
Yes.
You know, I have not been home since before. I have not been home since before I joined the Rooks. What are you even doing?
Using his nose to control his phone?
Sitting on my hands, and for some reason using my nose is easier. You don't pay attention to me.
And look at you to that man putting his phone with his nose.
You've never done this?
I have on my watch actually, as I'm like at work trying to do something with my hands, and I don't have my hands.
Get out of my room, Mom!
Take me my room. Anyway,
I've not been home since before I joined the Rooks. Been like 8 years.
it's a very long time. I'm sure we'll make it down there. That seemed like it was one of the higher priority places to go.
I've been thinking about it a lot since that is on the menu. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about going back home.
You think you'll stay? You think, or will you stay on the Lexburg?
That is, I don't know. There's things about home that I'll tell you when it's time. If it's time. It's not. Time is not yet for me to talk about that. But we'll see if it comes.
Fair enough. I could take first watch up here if you wanted to.
That would be nice. Enjoy the snow. She gets up and brushes herself off.
Is there like a stool? Or she's sitting on a stool or on the ground?
She's just sitting up against the taller portion of it, just kind of huddled up, cloak tight, hood up. Stands up, brushes off, and heads back down. Don't freeze to death.
No promises.
Back in the chamber, Elizabeth comes back down.
It is.
Warms by the fire. Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. We had a drink and we talked about something. That was about it.
What will you do after it? Mixing my wishes. What will you do after it's whatever? I imagine I will stay on the expert.
Oh, that was Vista.
Yeah, I'm mixing up my voices. Imagine I stay on the expert. If we don't die on the road, that is. On va mourir sur la route.
I don't think it'll matter.
Anyhow, I'm going to sleep. You sleep, and first watch worth. Make a perception. Your watch passes with the. You don't really see a whole lot out on the sea. You can't see if there's a boat or really much else. You hear some calls of seabirds, but your visibility is pretty limited, and the snow continues to rise. So its level on the top there, as to the point of. Boy, is it gonna snow us in?
I make a snowman.
You make a snowman.
And then you practice assassination attempts on him.
Hey, stabs it!
Make an intelligence check. No, make an engineering check.
Oh, okay.
Make an engineering check to see how good your snowman is.
14.
Yeah, you build a very passable snowman. It's wet enough that you get full 3-ball snowman. Carve everything out of the snow, and yeah,
Nice.
you even find 2 loose chunks of rock to stick in there as its eyes.
He'll keep you company. Also cleared a little bit of the snow.
Make a little bit of an area for yourself to sit down in without getting drifts up to your face. Second watch. Who's taking the second watch? You awake. Kind of. Do you wake him for watch after you finished, or?
I guess I would. Just being up top, do I wait for someone to relieve me, or do I go down and then?
You wait for a few minutes after the time you figured it's going to be over, and until you're like, screw this, I'm going to go downstairs, kick you.
Yeah, what is it, Laura?
Your turn for watching things. Yep. Don't worry, there's somebody up there waiting for you to keep you company. His name is Earl.
His name is Earl? Alright. Are you
He won't hurt you.
hallucinating with your new face tool stuff? Is that what this is?
This is one way to find out.
Uh-huh.
View goes to the roof and there's no snowman.
There was ever any snowman at all.
Always, never was.
I go up there and I push Earl off the roof.
You see a snowman. And you're like, and you like shove it by the bottom one until it's just at the very edge, and then well, make a perception check.
19.
You hear right outside the window.
You go to look, but all you see is snow.
And you can surmise from the weight of it that something fell off the top of the tower, and it was either you or the snowman.
I'm happy either way.
And then I pee off the side.
You don't do that.
Pee on the corpse of Earl. I read my name, but
Yeah. You may go ahead and make a perception check for your watch.
12.
Same situation. You can't see very far with the thick snow, but by the end of your watch, the snow is very high indeed. To the point where you're like, I probably should go inside.
Cloak pulled around me, just weathering it out. I'm gonna weather the storm with my poncho pulled around me.
Okay.
If I have to push stuff off, then I will push more snow off. I'll make them into more Earls and then just practice pushing them off.
You make a few mini Earls, and then just push, push.
Remembering the good times when you checked the tree people. What are they called again?
The keepers?
Keepers. I'm trying to say seekers.
Off the bridge. Yeah. I will win this fight. I cast win. I roll the dice and I win. That's what it says here on the piece of paper.
Because I can barely read.
So the rest of your watch passes with no incident, and the morning dawns.
Second November.
I really should have thrown these ball bearings at that giant monster.
You've got a bag of ball bearings, don't you?
I stand up and just leave a U-shaped hole as I try to back down.
It's up to your knees almost. You head back down inside, and all of you are now in the bottom. Brooke messes things out, and he wakes up. Well, I can see one of those. Yeah. I can't read much of this. It's mostly in. I have to assume it's easy. I don't know. It's not all Elvish or anything. And then there's
I don't know what any of this is. The bottle with the snake on it, the snaky bottle with dwarvish on it. I'm very tired. They're not... What?
I am dwarvish, give it to me.
Oh, yeah, it's like the filter of... Well, I'm tired, whatever.
Yeah, have you not been sleeping? Right.
Well, I mean, I can't, my mind keeps turning, you know. I've only translated a couple small sentences of this yet. I want to get back to the Larkspur. It's very cold.
It is very cold.
The blowing snow is now through the tops of the windows.
I would like
coming through.
to find some scraps of wood and try to make a makeshift Scoopy shovel-y type thing. Something I can kind of...
There's that table in there and chairs and stuff.
Or it takes the whole table.
Yes, with the saving throw.
Make a survival check.
19.
You figure you can fashion something
I do that.
out of the chair. That's a good survival check. You kind of like break some of the chairs apart and like lash the seat to it and stuff. And like, all right, whatever you sound like.
I was thinking that maybe perhaps I should have had an Irish accent because all of the others have Irish accents, so perhaps.
And at that point, Valmar wakes up. And says, "What do you mean, West Massachusetts?"
Get rid of some of the
He
snow.
pulls a spade out of his pack.
But mine was cleverer.
It's a short-handled shovel. There you go.
I saw
This is bigger.
Yeah, but it's also gonna. It's also ruleless. He just made us do these. There you go.
Well, you can go shovel the snow off the roof while I shovel the snow down here. So now we have two.
That is fair. He goes upstairs.
Right, it's fair.
Do you go out like attempt to open the door?
Yes.
Make a strength check.
Why do you hate me?
There's a lot of snow out there.
6.
You cannot get this door open. You get like a little bit, and you feel like you're just packing the snow harder on the other side of it. Like it's like a brick wall behind this.
Hey, Mirwin.
Yes?
Do you want to help me with this door?
Sure. I got Brecken back the bottle. Hold this for me.
Okay. Here, hold my bottle.
Hold my beer. I run full speed towards the door.
I jump out of the way and for my life.
Yeah, make a strength check.
Freaking juggernaut over here.
She's the juggernaut.
22.
You smash into the door and you wrench it open enough that there's a space that you can probably get through. But snow just tumbles in through the gap that you opened.
There you go.
And your shoulder's it's a little bit, but you're like, you hold it together.
There you go. And then I go back and sit down next to Brecken.
I start shoveling.
He hands you back the thing. You can't move through there.
She scares me.
She does. She's really not. Yeah, you get a few minutes. It takes you a few minutes, but you get a little bit of a ways out there before you are just beat. There's so much snow. It's like shoveling a driveway, except with more
With a stick.
Yeah, it's like shoveling a driveway with a stick.
Can I climb out so I can be out of the building?
Yeah, you can do that without too much trouble. You get out through the snow and you kind of tumble down the other side of a couple feet, and the whole place is a winter wonderland out there.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Anyway, I've already started playing Christmas music at Walmart.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to make sure that we had a way out and we weren't trapped.
You were able to get outside.
You're welcome.
I'm at the top of the tower watching Wara struggle, and I just jump down into the snow.
Yeah, you have Featherfall?
I slow fall, which reduces damage to like.
The better falling is not Minecraft.
Reduces it like a lot. It reduces like 30 points of falling
The
damage.
tower's like 45 feet tall, maybe?
That would be 45 feet. That would be 5d6.
And you reduce it by...
Hold on.
Plus the snow's like 10
Oh,
feet.
yeah, the snow is... You don't take any fall damage. The snow is real cushiony. So you leap
14.
down off the tower, or you don't even see it, and then you just... All of a sudden, like, right in front of you is...
Those tiny feet when you go all the way through the snow.
35 points of falling damage reduced. So whatever it is, I would take
35 points less.
35 points.
It's so deep that it does pack under his hooves. And he uses
Struggled a while doing that, didn't you?
Yes, well, I was concerned for the other people in our party who can't jump off tall buildings in a single bound.
Well, we all could, but not all of us survive.
I'm sure that everyone could survive.
I didn't say that because I wasn't outside.
Mirren might go all the way down through into the cavern. She's a meteor.
Anyways, inside there, what are you doing?
I'm looking at the bottle. The brother doesn't know how to read.
Make an investigation check.
Well, that was stupid. I rolled a 6.
It's basically what we saw before, the old dwarven letters, filter strength. You don't really learn anything new about it.
I want to look closer at the snake part. Or the, like, design of the actual bottle.
Yeah, make a nature check.
Can I tell what kind of snake it is? 15!
It is similar in shape to there's a couple things about it that make you think of a Farron snake. Which is a snake a subterranean snake found in the Aroch Mountains.
Is it the same type of snake that's around the tree?
It doesn't appear to be. That one, it doesn't. The snake that surrounds the tree doesn't really have a species type, but this the shape of it and the shape of its tail and such, it makes you think of a specific type of snake that you would see sometimes in the underground of mountains, caves. And it is it's known for being very hardy kind of snake.
What type was it?
A Ferrin snake, Ferrin.
Maybe we need to go to the Aroch Mountains.
Maybe.
I've crawled back in by this point.
Do you think that is a clue? Honestly?
Do you think maybe... Is this type of snake poisonous, venomous, something or other?
Not to your... No, it's not.
Okay.
You've lived there for a long
I was
time.
gonna say, maybe this is like venom from it or something, but if it's not venomous, never mind.
But it's a strong, burrowing snake, known for its toughness and hardiness.
I've seen these
Like
snakes
a
before.
sense of snake.
Like real, I've seen like real ones, not glass ones.
Dwarf snake.
In fact, it's the sigil of one particular dwarf clan that you know of. Kind of a respected animal among some clans.
I think we need to go to Dwarfland.
Maybe.
Do you think that this is a lead, or do you think this was just some trinket that whoever the owner of this bag picked up? I don't think it's actually a lead.
Is there any other dwarven stuff in that bag, Brecken?
No, what I saw, that appears to be the only thing. You said it's a particular type of snake you've heard of?
Yeah, a Farron snake.
Interesting.
They live in the mountains. Well, underground in the mountains.
Oh, fair very interesting. I've never heard of it. Well, anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna go upstairs to the second floor to make myself at home and then you two.
Reckon
Oh yeah.
you should take the day off, yeah.
Okay. he just like gives in because he's like his big bag under his eyes.
We've all worked real hard, and I think you've done a lot of good work, but I think that maybe a day off would be good for you. Work in a hobby or lounge around, and if you feel like you're being worthless, that's probably good.
I can't believe you should I get back to the ship. Like falls like just lays down.
I went to look at some of the things and tried to practice reading the ancient Elvish.
I'll make a hot beverage and bring it over to Brecken.
Yeah, you bring him some tea. Oh, thank you. Drinks it. That's nice. I do need the day off. Make an intelligence check.
Total of 20.
Yeah, you practice this for a couple hours, and you get a little better at your total comprehension of the archaic Elvish script. You got a little bit before, but you're putting the pieces together a little bit better now.
Excellent. By the way, I don't know if I think I said that. I want to start trying to practice reading that stuff so I can read that.
The Easy?
Well, I don't have a reference point for Easy yet, do I?
No. Brecken barely even has it. That's the tough language.
I want to learn the ancient Elvish.
Oh, yes. That's very good. Yeah,
When I picked the backstory, I should have picked Ezid as my third language.
It's the ancient dead alien language.
Oh wait, I know how to speak this out loud.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, actually, you know what? I think my character actually reads Dwarvish too.
I speak common, Dwarvish, and
I'm pretty sure because at the time I'm like, I don't even know what language there are in this.
So are you looking at the tomb, or are you looking the tome, or are you looking at the scrolls and stuff?
Are the tomes in ancient Elvish, or are they in?
The big thick tome is in what Bracken assumed is Ezid, and that was the one he was reading.
Oh, okay.
One of the others looks like it's a note or book of some sort in the ancient Elvish, and the other one is a lot of it's drawings and sketches and stuff.
Okay. I think I
Kind of random stuff.
thought the scroll.
A lot of what you read in your practice is, you know, as Jafar said, they really can go on in their stories and lore, even such things as poetry and rhyme, nursery rhyme, and such in there. It's very extensive. A lot of it. There's references to the tree. There's references to the balance and harmony kind of things, but they're very long-winded scholarly monks who just can write all day long about all this lore related to this stuff. Okay.
The treason. The treason of life.
Just dropped it down the stairs again. I want to look through the drawings and stuff and see if there's anything I recognize.
There is at least one or a couple drawings of the plants from that other book. There's one of Enereth, with that crack running upon it. There are some notes in around those that are in Egypt.
Yes, language is common, or Alphonic, I guess now. Dwarvish, Elvish, thieves can't.
Is well read. Yeah, you speak
What?
Dwarvish.
What's the last one?
Thieves can't. It's kind of jargon that thieves use. Which I had a plan to use and I forgot about it, but I will Is it
like,
code?
yeah, it's how,
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, but I might at some point when you get to an area that lends itself more to it. But I think Thieves' Gate is very cool.
Yes, I do too.
the one dude in my campaign told you thieves can't really sold drugs.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was awesome. So, a couple hours pass. It's near noon. What are you doing? Is anyone up top?
Did Voldemort go back up there, or?
I don't know, he was the last. He jumped
I
down.
came down, yeah. I was just taking the day.
Did you send anyone up when you went back in?
I assumed Valdemar.
Yeah, well, so Voldemort
I
is top.
assumed Valdemar is going back up there.
Yeah. Hey guys!
Hey guys!
And downstairs he comes. And he says the boat is here!
Yeah?
The boat is here! Woo! Come on out!
Gather up all the
And
things.
these ashes on outside. And Brecken's like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, hold back in.
Yeah.
We're gonna go, just check and see if everything's good and they're ready to go. Or if maybe we'll take one more day.
Alright!
Leave in the morning?
Oh, why? Why not just go now?
Yeah, because it's still
Alright.
pretty early.
Just like, noon?
Well, see, whatever the captain of the boat wants to do.
Yeah.
Let's be ready to go. I'll help Brecken gather his things.
Yeah, I'll go down.
You go down to the... Okay.
I'll go down real quick.
You go outside, and from this to the south of the island, you see a boat. It is, it's sort of a dark gold-hulled, not as big as the Larkspur by any means. It's got a two-mast ship, the back one a little bit higher. Sails kind of in that. How do you have to describe it? The kind of angular sails that sweep back, and it pulls up, and you see several figures aboard even from afar, waving at you, and you can tell just from the voice, you can see it's probably red from the shouts.
I wanna make sure it's not evil.
Make a perception check.
14.
You know it's not evil.
Alright. I'm gonna make my way down using rope and doing it solo, just because
You
I'm feeling very cocky that I'm not gonna fall and kill myself.
You do make it down.
Down.
But make one acrobatics check to go down all those stairs.
No natural one, no natural one, no natural one. That's not horrible. It's athletics 10.
You make it down. Slipping a couple times, little rocks falling a couple times. You make it down, and just as the boat is pulling up, it lashes itself. You see a couple of a crew. It looks like there's an eclectic mix of orc, subhumans. It looks like a couple of halflings aboard as well. And they lashed the boat to that old, that ancient makeshift, looks like where the dock was at one point. And what do you do?
Just stand there. Not sigil. What's the word?
Vigil.
Stoic.
Stoic watching. The gangplank comes down. They get the boat angled to where the gangplank can come down onto the land. First comes Ray. Beau!
Yeah, how are you?
Oh, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. You have survived.
Yeah, it was close.
Was anything crazy up there?
Yeah, actually, there was a few crazy things.
Wait, tell me. Wait, don't tell me yet. I've got someone here who wants to hear very much about your story.
Yeah?
Behind him, a figure in a grey robe pulls back the hood. Upon the robe is a red shield-shaped patch that says RB in gold letters. And there you see the face, the milky, unseeing eye, and the blonde braided hair of Scarlet. You?
Scarlet.
Darn, that's what I was going to use the Thieves' Cant for, to get a message back to the Red Thing Guild. Tell them what's going to
Yeah, what are you doing here? Not like I'm not excited to see you. This is just like the last place I'd expect to see you.
I'm here to give you bad news, actually. But let's talk about that some up on the ship. Is everyone else still alive?
Yeah, we're all good. I've just come down to meet the boat and see if everything's good and when everyone would like to leave.
You're a bit less.
Yeah.
Don't want to say horny. You're a bit less horny than
I've heard all the jokes. Trust me. No, it's that time of the year. You know, winter time. They lose just like the oaks of the wild.
I know that.
It is refreshing.
Should we call this one down here?
Yeah, are we ready to go now? Is that what you would like to do?
I am ready. We've got plenty to discuss.
Yeah, they are packing. I just wanted to see what the order of the ship was.
We're all good.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll climb back up the face of the mountain again.
We'll be waiting.
8.
It takes you a little while, and they watch from the ship and you a good few times, and with the rope, you eventually make it up top. What do you do? You go back to the tower?
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Alright.
They're ready to go. They,
Packed up.
you know who is on the ship?
A big scary man with a wyvern?
Is it good?
Yeah, it
It's
is.
probably the greatest what is always.
You know, I think
They all come
it
down.
is a surprise for you there, Warren.
Is it someone who's going to kill me?
Maybe.
Might as well.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down.
It is, think in your mind of the last person you would expect to see, and you might have
I
it.
should have said to my mother.
I didn't even say that.
Okay, second to last. I think it'll be a pleasant surprise for you.
Okay.
You guys pack your things.
Make my eyebrows go like this and yeah, like that.
This kind of looks at you, puts on your old helm.
You ready to set?
Pull the pack, there's spear. Brecken packs up all of these scribal supplies into that pack. Everyone else gets their weapons, their packs ready. And you make your way down, and I will say that you will survive. You survived the trip down.
20. We use ropes and are careful. Maybe even
I have a grappling hook.
Yeah, mirroring what you get down to the bottom, and you walk up the gangplank, and then the figure turns, and you see that it is Scarlet Ashford.
Well, you're here to give us back up?
I'm hitting North. Yeah, did I say this one to be the last person you expected?
Hi, Martin.
I look at Worth, raise my eyebrows.
Worth blushes a little bit.
Hi, Charlotte!
Hi, yours was just as interesting as when you left. Hi, Morris. At this point is when is the point where Vissa notices that Scarlet is there, and she shoots up to her, and just with all of the joy, all the joy in the world of seeing this. Her old friend, though she knew her for such a little time, she did save her from help to save her from the riders, and took such good care in the few days you were there. And she goes, "Let's get it! Hi!" Okay, so you are all right. I'm very glad to see that. I'm Brecken. Hello.
I found it.
Have they ever met?
She hasn't met Brecken.
That is true.
We found her uncle, by the way, that we were supposed to bring her to.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm Scarlet Ashford.
And I'm
Brecken. Beatrice. This is it is very lovely to meet you.
How much have you heard of what happened after we found where we were supposed to take her?
I've had a bit. Some news of your travels has got to my ears.
She says that she brings bad news, so...
But I have, I do, we need to talk. But first, I've got something. And she pulls a pack, in her pack, she pulls out a small red shield-shaped patch, and described as the letters RB. It is a fabric patch, and she hands it to you, Mirren.
You get to be an official part of the guild?
I've heard that you have earned this now.
She certainly has. She's
Thank
saved
you.
our lives a few times.
I look forward to your stories, but we need to talk about the war.
So I take it by the patch that you gave her, the Red Bane Guild at least still exists.
Yes, we're fine.
Okay.
There are other places in the world that things are not going so well, and we can confer upon that. Let's go back to the back. And that's when we're in tonight's session.